Do I look really shiny? Is there too much light happening here? Let's turn this down a little bit. Hey guys, welcome. When have I ever said welcome on this show? Never. Let's start that again. Hey guys, it's Candace from The Edgy Veg, and today I thought that we could do a fun mukbang type of video where I also answer your questions. You guys seemed to really like the Q&A last time where I talked about kind of the state of my relationship with James and what happened. I mean, I didn't really talk about what happened, I just informed you guys. But we did a nice, really long Q&A and I wanted to do that again today. But I'm also really hungry and you guys have been asking for a mukbang as well. So I figured we could do both those things in one video. I asked you guys on Instagram if you wanted me to order from 2 different places. So the options were Apocalypse, which if you follow me on Instagram, you know I'm obsessed with them. They are my favorite vegan restaurant in Toronto. They're a pizza place. I just love everything that they stand for. They're run very ethically. The woman, Jen, that owns it is just the bomb. She is goals. Or the other option was the new Vegandale Brewery, which is now serving the old Doomies menu. So I asked you guys on Instagram which one you wanted, and you guys voted for Apocalypse, which I think is the one I wanted anyway. I've been craving Apocalypse, so thank you for voting for the one that I wanted. So I'm gonna pull up their menu and let's order some food. Okay, so I think I'm going to order a pizza and then a bunch of sides. The pizza that I always go to at this place is the Pig Destroyer, and I think I'm going to try something new with you guys because I order that one like 3 times a week. Okay, 3 times a week is pushing it. The sirens outside today are just like, is it the apocalypse? Wait for those to pass. Apparently no one is going anywhere very quickly. All right, whatever. What was I talking about? I don't remember. Oh yeah, I order the Pig Destroyer like at least once a week, definitely once a week. It's my go-to hangover food, and I would say I probably have a hangover or I'm lazy once a week. So I'm going to try a new one today. Let's go through their menu. Ooh. Okay. So we have the Toronto Island, which is pineapple chunks, barbecue soy curls, bacon bit. There's a Big Mac pizza, barbecue buffalo lobotomy. Ooh, we are ordering that. Let's go and see what they have for sides. Okay, definitely doing a vegan poutine because they make the best vegan poutine I've ever had. Mozzarella sticks. I am going to freebase that right into my veins. A corn dog. Corn dogs. I have a nostalgia thing with corn dogs. They just remind me of going to the fair with my dad as a kid. So we're gonna order one of those. We obviously need a dipping sauce for our pizza. So let's go with a garlic. Desserts. Let's see. Deep fried I got so excited I can't talk. A deep fried Mars bar. Yes. Am I even in focus? Who knows anymore? Am I in focus back here? Have I been doing this whole thing? Also, I'm on the floor. Beverages, let's see what they have for beverages. Let's get an Arizona iced tea lemonade. I'm throwing those into my cart, and now I have to wait 40 minutes for my food to arrive. So I'll see you in 40 minutes when the food is here. I am going to pull up the questions that I asked you guys on Instagram, and let's answer some questions. This is an insane amount of food. I almost always drink water, but I figured we're doing all of this. So I figured why not indulge in the world's largest can of lemonade. Also, I'm sitting on the floor because I don't have a kitchen table because I'm in a 1-bedroom apartment and my island for filming arrives at the end of the week. Okay, so let's start with the pizza actually. I ordered the buffalo lobotomy something or other, which the delivery company, I won't say which one, we all know though, definitely delivered my pizza upside down. So, I mean, most of it is fine, but that's what it looks like. Actually, I'll read what is on this pizza. So we have homemade secret barbecue sauce, buffalo not chicken, red onion, vegan mozzarella cheese, vegan jalapeno cheese, and ranch dressing, spiral of creamy awesomeness. Yeah, so there's the one slice that's kind of like cheesed up, if you will. The rest of it looks delicious. And then, okay, so this is the deep fried Mars bar, which I'm going to have for dessert, but I'll show it to you now. Ooh. I do really enjoy that all of their packaging is recyclable, by the way. None of it is plastic, which is amazing. Okay, these are the mozzarella sticks. Gonna throw that over there. Ooh, can you see them? Can you smell them? I assume this is like a marinara. Why am I smelling something in a plastic container? And they've had enough time to cool down so I can bite into them right away and not burn my mouth, which is what I always do with mozzarella sticks. I always bite into them too early and then I light my mouth on fire. This is the, guys, oh my God, this is the vegan poutine. This is the best vegan poutine you will ever have in your entire life. So come to Toronto and order this. I got it with the Gouda style cheese because I find that that's the closest thing to cheese curds that I've had yet. And then there's something else in here, I don't remember. Oh yes, we've got a dog. So this is the corn dog. And then because I have mustard at home, they let you pick a dipping sauce instead of picking a mustard, which is what I like with my corn dog. I got the garlic dipping sauce for the pizza because my ranch pizza needs garlic dipping sauce.
I've heard people say that too much of anything is not good for you, baby. But I don't know about that. As many times as we've loved and we've shared.
Harley, get your face out of there. Not for you, baby. This would make you so sick. So I'm going to get cozy and we are going to answer some questions and start eating some of this. Of course, Harley is right here, just patiently waiting for some scraps. The other two haven't moved though, which is surprising. Usually I would have all three of them here. So what should we start with? I feel like I want to start with the pizza. No, I want to start with the poutine. Okay, so I'm gonna take a bite and then start answering some questions. Well, that's too low. You can't see me at all, but you can see the food. The food looks great. Whatever, I'm over it. This angle works. I'm hungry. I'll show the food while I'm talking as well. There's a lot of beeping happening right now. Just don't worry about it. You really have to add to this right now? Okay, so I'm going in for a bite and then let's answer some questions. And if the two of you could shush, that would be amazing. Oh my God, it's so good. So I thought about setting up a mic so you guys could really hear all that chewing. I can't stand that, so I didn't do it. Oh my God, this cheese is amazing. Oh God. Oh God. One more bite. Ah! You stay there. I really feel like Trisha Paytas right now, sitting on my floor in my living room, eating a large amount of food. Okay, questions. I asked you guys to ask me questions on Instagram, and here's what you guys asked. I asked you guys to not only do food specific ones, because I feel like a lot of the time I'm getting the same questions and it gets a bit repetitive. So I asked for some more like personal and lifestyle stuff as well. Oh my God, it's so good. I forgot to get the mustard. I'll answer a question, get mustard. First question, besides being a dog mom, is Edgy Veg your full-time job? Yes, it is. I do this for a living. I'm very, very fortunate to be able to, I keep going to eat this, but there's no mustard. I'm very fortunate that I can do this as my full-time job. It pays my bills, it pays these guys' bills. Yeah, I'm very privileged that way. I do it full-time. It's a lot of work. I don't work a traditional 9-to-5 job. I mean, I wake up at 9 in the morning, and by the time I start work, it's probably like 10:30, and sometimes I work until like 3 o'clock in the morning. I work on the weekends, so yeah, it's a lot of work, but I get to work for myself, and it's very rewarding. I love what I do. Aga Food and Fitness asks, just how are you? Good. I'm happy. I just got back from a trip to Barbados and then I did a trip to Mexico. I am getting a lot of support from friends and my therapist after everything that's happened, and I'm feeling like I'm in a really good place. Yeah, I'm good. I'm very good. Actually, I feel more inspired, very happy to be doing things that I want to do. I love my new home. I have these cute doggos around all the time. I'm good. Ashley Borsellino said, can you make any non-vegan recipes? No, because what? Why? I'm not vegan, so why would I make recipes that are not vegan? It's silly. Stephanie LeBlanc, what's the best veggie to use, the replicate. What's the best veggie to use? I think this is supposed to say to replicate French fries. Just eat French fries. Do baked French fries. I mean, I've done parsnip fries too. Those are good. I don't know. I like French fries. I would just eat that. Harley, the pitter patter of your adorable little feet is very loud. Oh, I guess I should be eating while I'm doing this. I need mustard for this. So this is exactly why I've hesitated to do mukbangs before, because I tend to start talking and then I forget to eat. And I'm doing one or the other instead of both because I can't multitask. Okay, Viva Verduras. I can't read today. I don't know what's wrong with my brain, but I'm having a hard time with it, so sorry if I butcher your name. Would you ever consider moving to the States? When I was younger, I definitely considered it. Now, I'm sorry, but no. Your country scares me. If I'm going to move from Canada, which is where I live, I'm going to move to a place that just like aligns with the same values that I have, and I want to feel safe. And to be perfectly honest, I don't feel safe there. I mean, I'm probably going to get dragged in the comment section for this. I don't even enjoy traveling there anymore because I just don't feel safe. So no, I wouldn't right now. I have to go to Dallas for work tomorrow, and I don't know, I'm not like scared, but I definitely don't feel comfortable when I travel to the US right now. Jillian Dance asked, do you have a hot chocolate recipe or suggestion? Do I? I feel like I do on my blog. Just get some dark chocolate, some vegan dark chocolate, and melt it into some plant-based milk over low on the stove, and voila, hot chocolate. Is Esme, I think it's, or Isis May? I think it's Ismay. Asks, what's your favorite food? Pizza. Straight up, pizza. Mad Villain, current favorite thing or obsession. My dyslexia is so bad today. Current favorite thing or obsession. You mean besides apocalypse? I can't say my dogs. That's a boring answer for you guys. My current obsession, traveling. Right now, I'm finding myself looking for any reason to travel and making decisions in my life based around whether it will let me travel. So that's like more of an idea. A thing? What am I obsessed with? Oh my gosh. Do I not have a life? I guess I'll just go with my answer of travel. Kippy is Hippie said, how many dogs do you have? I thought you had 2, but I see 3. This question's getting asked a lot. I do have 2 dogs. I have Harley and Winston. But the reason that you see 3 is because I often watch my friend's dog, Barry, which is right here. This is little Barry, the tiny little adorable Maltipoo. I watch him for my friend. That's why a lot of the time, including today, you will see 3 dogs. The Vegan Unicorn says, how do you stay fit eating all that food? You mean all of this food? Life's about balance. I love to eat. I love food. I love flavors. I love experimenting with food. I love eating food. I love everything about food. And in order to do that, I just make sure that I'm not like indulging all the time. Like I eat a lot of indulgent food and I love wine and I do a lot of indulgent. But I also take the time to do Pilates and work out and do yoga. So it's about balance, right? I also drink a lot of water. Not that that like helps necessarily. I mean, it does. Like this is a rare thing for me. Like I'm always drinking water. So I'm not really consuming calories in liquid form. It's almost always in glutinous food like this. Mozzarella stick time. Can you see that? Dave Genius is working in that kitchen over there. I am also, by the way, if only you can see this mess. It's ridiculous. Nissy79 says, crystals and stuff. You dig that? No judge. I like it, real or not, doesn't matter. It helps to center me. I mean, I get it. Do I think that like a crystal is going to like bring you wealth and happiness? No, I don't think that the world works that way. But if it's something that you use to help make you feel centered and calm and brings a mindfulness to your day or your practice, whatever it is, then I think it's great. Do I think that burning sage is going to clear ghosts from my house? No, not necessarily, but I like the smell of it and I like the way that it makes me feel and the way that it uplifts my spirit. I'm a pretty practical person. I believe in the power of like energy and intention, and I think that you can put intention into things, and that we have tools that help us move forward or heal, or motivate us, or just bring a mindfulness to us. So you do you, girl. Emma Wadham. Harley, come here. Come on. You're just wandering around aimlessly. Han Schultz 18. How are you sustaining a vegan diet with food cravings, meat and cheese? I've been vegan for 9 years now, and I don't crave meat or cheese. Honestly, like anything that I have a craving for, there's a vegan alternative for. I crave pizza, and so I ordered this dope ass pizza, and I wanted a corn dog, so I ordered this dope ass corn dog. So I don't have those cravings, and if I don't crave meat or cheese, I crave flavors, and those flavors, I have not found a flavor yet that can't be replicated. Laura Min, how do you deal with failure, being hard on yourself? Would love to hear more about that. I'm not very good at it. If you follow me on Instagram, we know that I suffer from anxiety disorder and a couple other things. I'm a crazy perfectionist and have some OCD tendencies. So failure is a hard one for me. I'm getting better. In the last 6 months with working with my therapist, I'm learning to be more compassionate with myself. So after the breakup, I would have really good days and then have really bad days, and I would be really hard on myself for those bad days. I'd be like, it's time to move on. Why do you keep feeling this way? I just expected so much from myself that sadness and depression was like a failure for me. I had to remind myself that we're human and we f up and we make mistakes and we're allowed to feel bad. You just have to be compassionate with yourself, and I find that being compassionate with myself means like having a conversation with myself. Why am I feeling this way? Why am I being so hard on myself? Is it that thing that I'm upset about, or is it a couple different things that are making that thing that happened more intense, for example? So I'm learning to really sit with my emotions. I go through my body. I do a body scan. Like, how do I, if I'm angry, like what does my anger feel like? If I'm sad, what does my sadness feel like? What's going on in my life that's making me feel that way? So I also know when to take time for myself. I used to try and power through, and it made me very sick. I repressed a lot of emotions, and one day I just exploded. So I really know when to take time and when to be honest with myself and people around me, to be like, I can't go out tonight, or I can't make this thing because I'm feeling very anxious and I need to take time for myself, or I'm feeling really sad or depressed or having a bad week, and just like take time. Sometimes that is a hot shower where I just like sit down and like meditate in the shower. Sometimes it's snuggling up in my bed watching Netflix with the dogs, and sometimes it's just taking the dogs to the park. So knowing what makes you feel good, what you can self-soothe with, is very, very helpful. I'm very burpy, I'm sorry. Bethany McDavis, I've always wondered if a Canadian would intentionally visit Mississippi. I've never thought about it. Does that answer your question? Are you inviting me? Tacos are good. Best handle on the gram. Are there any vitamin brands you can recommend, like for B12 and DHA? Yes, except that they're in my cupboard and I don't remember the brand name, and I need my stool to get them, and my stool is currently holding up my camera. So I'll put it in the description box below. Earthly Charlotte, what inspired you to become vegan? How hard was it for me? For you, me. What inspired me to become vegan was a sign. I think I've talked about this before. I just spit everywhere. I saw this sign that had a photo of a pig and it had a photo of a cat. And it said, why love one and kill another? I was like, fair. And I couldn't unsee that, and I couldn't look back. And it was hard. It was 9 years ago. We didn't have this 9 years ago. So it was very difficult. I slipped up a lot. I didn't do it all in one go. I cut out one thing at a time. Cheese was probably the hardest. I never ate a lot of meat growing up. My mother was a vegetarian. We only ever ate chicken in our home, if any meat was present. I mean, my parents are divorced and we'd go and like hang out with my dad. My dad would barbecue burgers or whatever. But because I grew up in a religious home as well, I wasn't allowed to eat pork. So I really did not have a lot of access to meat growing up. So that one was easy for me. The cheese was hard. I'm European. We love our cheese. But I just did it slow. I'd cut out meat, then dairy, visible dairy, like cheese and milk and blah, blah, blah. Then I cut out eggs. Eggs were also a hard one for me. And then I cut out like baked goods. So I didn't do the baked goods and things that include dairy that are like something else, like cookies or breads or crackers or whatever, because I found it to be really difficult. So I cut out the obvious stuff first and then I cut out that stuff so I could slowly find the alternatives. I'm making such a huge mess. Gabrielle, do you recommend winter tourism in Canada? If so, what are best places for winter activities? I hate winter, so I leave the country. Legit, I do. I hate winter. When I was a teenager, I would snowboard. I'm just cold all the time. It was miserable for me. My feet were always cold. My nose was cold. I know that you can buy this stuff, but like, I felt like Maggie Simpson in a snowsuit and I have to like walk around like the star shape. So I try not to spend a lot of time in Canada in the winter. If you are looking for winter tourism, there's BC if you like to ski or snowboard. I mean, I also haven't traveled a lot in Canada. Is Sunshine a place? Oh God. See, I'm the wrong person to ask. C. Nessie, favorite place you visited? Italy. The end. C. Nessie also asks, favorite book or movie? Favorite book? It's always been 1984 by George Orwell. I just fell so in love with it in high school when I read it, and also Animal Farm. And movie, ooh, what's a go-to movie? The Birdcage is one of my go-tos. Bridget Jones's Diary, I know, I like those types of movies. It's just a movie I could watch over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. I really love Interstellar. Would I watch it over and over and over again? No, but I like the concept for the movie. What else? Oh, my favorite comedy of all time is Hot Rod. I think that is the most underrated movie. Like, I feel like no one knew about that movie when it came out. And I watched it and I have never laughed so hard in my entire life. I could watch it 100 times. I laugh just as hard every single time. If you haven't watched it, you totally should. Jigabot goes, boo. If you could choose, what would your last meal be? Fucking pizza. I'm swearing a lot, I'm sorry. This is how I actually, well, that was embarrassing. This is how I talk. My camera died, but I'm back now. Why does this seem so crooked all of a sudden? Okay, Trini Vegan, what do you think about CBD oil and would you use it for your anxiety? So I was just traveling and a friend had a vaporizer with just CBD oil and no THC that she uses for her anxiety, and she let me use it while I was there and I loved it, and I'm totally going to try and get my hands, not try, it's legal in Canada now. I'm going to get my hands on some. I don't really enjoy the effects of a lot of THC products. I find that it can worsen my anxiety symptoms. It's hit or miss, so I'd rather just, I don't know. I don't enjoy like wanting to have a good time and then I have anxiety. It's not fun. So I am going to get some CBD oil without THC. You can see how that helps my anxiety. Alex Riley says, can you do a video on no waste or how to be as waste-free as possible? Thank you. So I do have a 20 sustainable swaks video that you can go and watch right now, and I am working on a lot more waste-free videos because you guys loved it so much and I loved it so much and I've stopped eating, I just realized. And so I am working on a few more for you guys, and yeah, that's the end of my sentence. John Rush 5 just says dogs. Okay, John does this every time. If you guys don't know John Rush, he's a vegan football player. He plays in the CFL in Canada. Super nice guy, obsessed with dogs. So John, Harley says hi. He wants to know when you're coming to visit. And also, your buddy Winston also says hi. Hello. And wants to know when you're coming to visit. Is that what you wanted? You're welcome. It sounded a lot more sarcastic than I meant for it to. Christian whatever. Favorite vegan burger ever? I like the Beyond Meat burger and the Impossible burgers. I can buy the Beyond Meat burgers here in Canada, so I buy a lot of them and I love them so much, and I crumble up the burgers into like pasta sauces and whatever, and I use it in a lot of different ways, not just burger, but burgers are so good. Miss Carla Silver, are you going to get anything else done besides your lip filler? I knew this was going to come up. I did get my lip done, so yes, for you guys that have been commenting, I did get my lips filled. Here's why. Do you see this like birthmark thing that everyone thinks is a cold sore that I have all the time. Because my lips were so thin, it made me really self-conscious and it really stood out. So the woman that does my medical grade facials for my acne, I brought it up one day and she said, well, if you got a little bit of lip filler just to like kind of even it out, then it won't be as noticeable. So I did that. And now I have them done. So yes, I did get them done. And there are no animal products in the filler that I used. Have you heard of Jason Stevenson? I love his guided meditations on YouTube. I have not. I will look it up. Kiki Love 86. If a movie of your life were to be made, who would you want to play you? Jennifer Lawrence. Obviously. God. Savannah Alexa. Sustainability and zero waste living when you travel. So hard, guys. Again, I realize I'm not eating again. I'm gonna bite into this Mars bar though. It's really difficult. I have a really hard time with it. I always travel with my Keep Cup and other things like my straw, and then I end up like forgetting them in the hotel room, and then I feel guilty. It's a whole thing. Oh my God. I probably have powdered sugar everywhere. I mean, with traveling, you're not in the comfort of your own home. You don't have all your same things. You can't take all the same precautions. So just like do your best. I started keeping my Keep Cup in my backpack that I carry with me when I travel, and my straw, so I have them. Which make sure to recycle. I'm sorry, the caramel is coating the roof of my mouth and I'm finding it very hard to talk. I know that you think that this is for you because it's chocolate and you ate chocolate one time. I ended up having to take her to the emergency room, and now you seek it out constantly. Yeah, I just try to recycle when I can. I find when I travel, I find myself keeping garbage and like anything that I can recycle, but they don't have open recycling bins in the country that I'm traveling in. I end up like keeping them with me. Like if I bought like a can of sparkling water or whatever and there's only garbages, I end up keeping that can in my backpack until I can find recycling because I'm a crazy person. What would you say / ask to Donald Trump if he happened to get in an elevator with you? I really want to blow on his hair. I kind of want to be like, bro, who hurt you? Why are you so angry? Like I feel like I wouldn't preach anything. Like I don't think I would criticize him because there's no point, because it just goes in one ear and out the other. I feel like I would ask him some questions. Like I want to understand him. Like what happened in your life to make you this way? Shauna Holland asks, would you ever get a cat? I'm definitely not a cat person. I love all animals. No, I wouldn't get a cat. I love dogs. I'm a dog person. I would have 12 dogs, but I don't think I'd get a cat. K Simon 800, what would you consider to be your #1 bucket list item? I really want to go to the Galapagos. Like that's a dream of mine. I also want to travel and rescue dogs and bring them back to Canada. I mean, I don't know that that's like a bucket list item, but I would like to be involved in something like that. But going to the Galapagos is a bucket list item for sure. That's something I've always wanted to do. I want to see the animals there. I want to see the just like the untouched nature. mstock77, how many languages do you speak? Well, I'm currently speaking English. I can also speak German. I used to be able to speak conversational French, but then I never used it. So it's gone now. Karina Ijo Flute. Sorry about that butchering. How do you deal with looming deadlines and internal noise? Very poorly. I'm terrible because my anxiety causes me to procrastinate. I just don't deal with it. I just let it become an anxiety. What does help though is I make lists. I find just writing things out is a bit of a release for me, so I will write and rewrite lists. So I'll write everything I have to do in no particular order. And then I will take that list and I will prioritize all the items on that list. I'm not making the list because that's everything I have to do today. I'm just making it so that I know what I have to do, because a lot of the time I get forgetful and there's things I have to do and I forget to do them. It's a whole thing. At least I have it down on paper and it gives me a bit of mental silence. And Ledwidge. I can't get over how bad I am at reading today. If you weren't running Edgy Veg, what do you think your career would look like? I always wanted to be a prop stylist. I wanted to design sets and other things. Sets mostly. Movie sets, theater sets, what else do you design? What else do you need props for? Well, photo shoots, that sort of thing. Yeah, prop stylist, totally. Totally. JXF1950. What is your workout routine? I used to work out a lot. So when I was younger, I used to do a lot of kettlebell. I used to do a lot of circuit training. I used to do yoga twice a day. I was really, really, really into it, to the point where I was never happy with my body because nothing was ever good enough, and I was in the best shape of my life and I didn't appreciate it. And so I have a lot of muscle memory because of that. So now I don't do those intense things. I'm not like lifting weights or anything. I'm mostly doing Pilates and yoga. But because of all the muscle memory, it's very easy for me to define my muscles again, because I spent so many years like training so hard when I was younger. Now all I do is dance classes, which I'm terrible at, but it's such an incredible release. I'm such a bad dancer. I have no rhythm whatsoever, but I love it. I love to dance. I'm just horrible at it. And I do Pilates and I do yoga. Tweety 102880 asks, what is your favorite color? It's definitely red. I'm drawn to red things. I love red. It would appear that my favorite color is green, but it's not. I just love plants. So yeah, I'm very full. Those are all the questions I have for today. I would love to know what else you guys want to know. I love talking to you guys more on like a personal level, not just about food, but I love talking to you guys about like interests and other things like that. So leave me all of your questions in the comment section below, and I will be sure to answer them next time I do one of these. Let me know what you think of the mukbang. I don't think I'm very good at it because I A, didn't finish the food, and B, stopped eating halfway through because I was talking, which I did tell you was going to happen. If you like this style of video, let me know. Give it a thumbs up. If you don't like it, let me know. But don't thumbs it down. That's just not nice. Just let me know. Leave me a comment. Also, I have a lot of fun videos coming up for you guys. Some challenges, recipe videos, and some other fun stuff. I'm reformatting a few things because I feel drawn to do something new. So make sure that you hit the subscribe button. Make sure you ring that bell so that you get notified when my videos come out. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye!